takes.
What's good, guys? Christy back with another video. So, let me just say this from now, spoiler alert. So it's been over a week since Avengers Endgame came out. So I've had time, to process it. I actually went to see this movie twice in 24 hours. So went with two of my colleagues for the midnight showing. And then my cousin got tickets for me and my brother to go. So I saw it twice in 24 hours. So it's going to be spoilers. I'm going to be all over the place with this movie. So it's not going to make sense because I'm going to be jumping from hair to hair. Just things that it's going to pop into my head as I'm talking about it. So obviously the movie was 3 hours long. The pacing was a bit slow in the beginning, but once they realised that they had to go back in time to get the stones and stuff, what they had to do, and at the beginning I was just like, they find out where Thanos is, and then they went to the planet. They got to him, beat the crap out of him. My man's out there trying to cook a little meal. Captain Marvel comes through, gives him a headlock, they question him, and I think, it got to a point where Thor just had enough. I just licked off my man's head, Thanos' head, and you just think, okay, that was quick. That was like in the first probably 10 to 15 minutes of the movie. So you're thinking, okay. And then there's, I think Captain Marvel got a lot of stick for her movie, which I thought was okay. It wasn't a bad movie, but I didn't like the way she played the character, kind of. I didn't really like the way she played it. From what I've read in the comics, how she is, her acting was a bit more like Neo in the Matrix. It was just bland, but how I perceived her in the comics, she was a bit more of a badass, a no-nonsense chick, more like a, how can I put it? Like a Letty from Fast and Furious, like that sort of attitude. But the movie itself wasn't bad. In Endgame, she's not in it a lot. But the final battle, she comes, not saves the day, but saves Iron Man from Iron Man and Nubla from getting killed, and she has a little fight scene with Thanos, which was quite well done. She did get the upper hand, but I think Thanos did have he did have the gauntlet and the stones, and they were just about to do the click, and she came, stopped him from doing it. But there's a bit where she's got Thanos' hand, and he's trying to and he headbutts her, and she just solid, didn't flinch, didn't do nothing until he had to rip out the Power Stone and hit her with it. And yeah, that was it. She wasn't really in it that much, which was quite surprising, because I think the way they built her up to be is she is going to be the factor in it, the reason why they're going to beat him again. I mean, she did play her part, but not a big part. What else? It had this movie had everything. It had everything. It was funny. It had suspense. It had your sobbing moments, action, drama. It had everything. And then a bit weird. For me, the best moment in MCU film history, obviously Thor, when he touched down in Wakanda in Infinity War. For me, that was the best scene. I didn't think they will ever top that, but at the end scene battle, obviously Thor's got Mjolnir and the Stormbreaker, and then obviously he's fighting Thanos, and Thanos gets the upper hand, and then you see the hammer just rising, hits Thanos in the back of the head. So I instantly thought, oh snap, no way, Captain America, he's gonna pick it up, and then the hammer comes back, and then Captain America catches it, and then he just comes and just beats the crap out of Thanos, and he was using the shield with it. And then what even more shocked me as well, he was able to summon the lightning. That there, best, I don't care what anyone says, that is the best moment of the movie. That is the best moment of the whole 22 Marvel movies, him picking up the hammer and using it. It was sort of touched on in Age of Ultron when he slightly moved it a little bit, and you see Thor just like, oh, he didn't lift it. He didn't lift it. Ant-Man had I kind of liked his role. He had a big role, so obviously if you've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp, he's stuck in the quantum realm, and then by luck he gets out of it, and then he proposed the idea of going like back in time. So I think 5 hours in the quantum realm is like 5 minutes in like the normal world. So obviously he supposed the idea of going back in time, getting the stones, and then going back into their timeline and resetting everything. I like his character. I like Paul Rudd, the guy that plays him. Very funny guy. I think Ant-Man is the character that brings a little calmness and levity to the whole situation. What else? Hawkeye, obviously his family gets dusted, so he goes on a bit of a mad one as well. It's about time they gave him a bit more. Like in the other movies, he was kind of a sideman, but in this one, he has his moments. Well, everyone has their moments. Thor is a depressed Thor. He's put on a lot of weight. They kind of toned him, I won't say toned him down, but from the peak of Infinity War, how badass he was in Infinity War, to he kind of dropped in this movie. As I said, his touchdown in Wakanda was crazy. But Captain America, obviously I'm a Captain America fan. His wielding the hammer overshone that. As you know, the movie was 3 hours long. The amount of times I went toilet before this film, I still had to go, but I must have holded it for like 2 hours. 2 hours I holded this for. There was no way I was missing any part of this movie. Obviously, when I went to watch it the second time, I knew when to go. And funny enough, when I did, someone whispered, oh, like, where's he going? Why is he getting up? Like, he's gonna miss the movie. And in my mind, I was like, it's cool, like, I've already seen it already. Who else? Black Widow dies. She sacrifices herself to get the Soul Stone. Not a big fan of the character, but I do like the actor for obvious reasons. I didn't really care much for her when she died. I wasn't really bothered. What else have I missed? Iron Man. So after the Avengers movie, they went back to that point to get the Tesseract, and obviously that flopped because Loki was able to escape with it. So him and Captain America had to go back further into time, and Iron Man gets to meet his dad. His dad again. And obviously if you've watched the movies, obviously he's had like a love-hate relationship with his dad, and he was able to get a bit more closure with his dad, and he went back in time to when his mum was pregnant with him, and you know his dad was telling him how, you know, this child hasn't already been born yet, but he would do anything for it. And that was a kind of a touching moment that, you know, he got reassurance that his dad did care, but you know his job took up most of his time and stuff. Another moment that was touching for me as well, when Peter Parker comes back, and obviously he meets Tony Stark, and he's explaining, he's like, yeah, I was gone, and then I came back, and I met Doctor Strange, and he was saying that he needed me, and Iron Man hugged him, and he was just like, oh, you know, obviously him getting dusted, obviously, you know, hurt Tony a lot as well. What else? The end battle was epic as well. Captain America was like literally the last man standing, and then all you hear is to your left. And you're thinking, hold on, that's Falcon. And then all these portals, you know, Doctor Strange, when he does the whole portal thing, and you can come out, all of them came out. The Guardians of the Galaxy came out. Doctor Strange. Who else? Black Panther. The Wasp. Like everyone came out, and they had this big epic battle, and you know, finally it was just like Captain America draws back the hammer, and he's like, Avengers assemble, and everyone just come charging, some Lord of the Tight Rings sort of battle. Goosebumps, man, goosebumps. And also, yeah, not Captain America, Iron Man dies, which is, I'm not a big fan, but that was a touching moment because, you know, it started with him, and I think it's only right that it ends with him. Obviously, he was able to get the gauntlet off Thanos, and obviously when he used it, it proper like mashed him up and stuff. And also he has a daughter as well. I forgot to mention that he has a daughter as well. He has a daughter. So yeah, I know I've been all over the place of explaining the movie, but for me it is I say is the best superhero movie of all time. After watching Infinity War, you're thinking to yourself, how are they going to top that movie? And they topped it. Like, they totally smashed it. It's never going to be the same again now. I don't think it is going to reach the height of how it is now. I mean, because obviously they're going to concentrate on more of the other characters, like your Spider-Man, the Black Panther, obviously the Guardian of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange. They're going to more focus on those sort of characters, and I don't think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good still. You know, Marvel hasn't done the fans wrong yet, in my opinion. So I am sort of looking forward to it, what they do next. But I don't think it's gonna reach the height of terms of characters like you had Captain America, Thor, Iron Man. Those are the three main characters of the whole universe. But I still need to go and see it again. I need to see it in 3D, and I need to see it in IMAX. Don't know when I'm gonna get the chance to do that, but I definitely have to see it in those two formats again. And I'm sure this film's going to be in the cinema for ages. The amount of money that it's already made, I think it's past $1 billion. Yeah, $1 billion already. But yeah, that is my spoiler review. If there's anything that you like that I've missed, put it in the comments. If you like my video, hit the like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.